The Tudor Black Bay 41 Monochrome, a watch that has me feeling lucky and blessed to be able to add to my collection so soon after its recent release. Now, I apologize for not having an elaborate introduction to this video, but I wanted to get this produced as quickly as possible, being that I just picked this watch up last Saturday. Now, if you're new here, my name is Dave, and may the Schwartz be with you. In this video, I'm going to share with you all my honest thoughts of this watch, especially after having this on the wrist for just under a week. So let's jump into it. Now, while I opted for the 5-link Jubilee style bracelet version, I do have plans to pick up both the rubber strap and the 3-link bracelet from Tudor directly in the near future. I know a lot of the hype from Watches and Wonders went towards the Tudor GMT Coke model, but this is the one that truly spoke to me. I know some are calling it the Tudor Submariner, but Tudor does not reference it as such. Now, I am curious what the experience has been like for others out there that are interested in this watch. So are you able to get it easily, or are there wait lists or low inventory issues? Please share your experience down in the comments, as I'm sure others want to know also. Now, the watch and the bracelet are made from 316L stainless steel. Unlike the 904L steel used by Rolex, the Monochrome features a mix of high polish and satin finishing. This gives the watch a do-it-all range of capabilities, as you can dress it up or dress it down, and the matte-colored bezel and dial tone things down to a subtle, less flashy appearance. The measurements come in at a case diameter of 41mm, lug-to-lug height of 49.1mm, and a case thickness of 13.4mm, giving the watch a more modern aesthetic on the wrist. And it's also where we find our first con with this watch, a lug width of 21mm. Now, this is a really big inconvenience for me personally, as I have a majority of my really nice straps in 20 and 22mm measurements. While the measurements are modern, there are some very vintage design cues that are pulled from Tudor's past that show up in this monochrome version, such as the use of an aluminum bezel instead of ceramic. Also, I love the use of the large screw-down crown absent of crown guards, and of course we see a wink to the past with the use of a lollipop second hand, while keeping the Tudor snowflake hour hand shape. There is also a domed sapphire glass crystal, giving it just a touch of distortion at the right viewing angle. There is no fauxtina taking place with this watch, no gilded accenting, just pure silver, white, and black. I love the beveled edge of high polish along the lugs as well, giving a glint of shine along the case. The clasp also blends into Rolex design territory, but just in looks, with the high polished center and brushed sides, trading the Rolex crown for a Tudor shield logo that can be flipped up to access the traditional Tudor clasp held in place with ceramic bearings. This is where we also get one of what I consider to be a huge selling point, the T-Fit clasp, Tudor's version of the glide lock system, offering on-the-fly micro adjustments up to 4 slots for a perfect fit all day and night. The finishing on the watch is immaculate, with the 5-link bracelet having oval-shaped links finished in high polish on the sides and fitted where they can fold onto themselves for an incredibly flexible and comfortable wearing experience. There is zero backplay on the unidirectional 60-click bezel, and while the bezel action sounds great and is not too loose or too tight, since the bezel is so slim, the coin edge can be a bit harder to grip versus some thicker bezels that Tudor has produced. There is no misalignment with this watch, and the screw-down crown is buttery smooth to use when setting the time or winding the watch. The in-house caliber MT5602-U is a no-date automatic movement, so there is no date position, and it does offer hacking and hand winding. Beating at 28,800 vibrations per hour or 4 Hz, this watch has 0 beat error, a very strong amplitude, and my particular movement here is running at between 0 to +1 seconds per day. Another huge selling point, of course, is that this is achieved through its MEDAS certification. It's super accurate, magnetic resistance up to 15,000 Gauss, all while offering 70 hours of power reserve. This movement is simply incredible. The water resistance is 200 meters, plenty for me and absolutely adequate for the majority of the owners of this watch, and I can only see 300 meters mattering to the purists that are out there. This watch is going to be a keeper for most. I know that will be the case for myself, as the reason that I picked this one up was to celebrate 10 years of marriage with my lovely wife. And just like I experienced 10 years ago, the honeymoon phase is going to be magnificent. I hope you enjoyed my review of this watch, and please consider subscribing for more videos featuring this piece and more in the future. Cheers.